Y'all roll out, nigga. Yeah. See this here full of straight ballin' niggas. Niggas know how to relax up in here.
Yo.
Sir. Really?
Sorry. All right, folks. We back in the lab. We back in the studio. I'm Rob. He's Rick. What's good?
What's good, Brody?
It's the Captain's Log podcast and YouTube show. Happy Monday night. We appreciate y'all coming to fool with us. Got special guest, Mr. Des Lynch.
Yes, sir.
Of K9 ProSolutions. Sir, what's going on?
Everything's good, man. Appreciate y'all having me on.
Hey, absolutely, man. Once again, per all of Rick's guests, heard nothing but great things. You know, I looked at your video, man. Look like it's hard out here for a dog trainer, man. But hey, look, you have my respect, bro. Because
appreciate it.
Look, I used to be terrified of dogs, bro. They gonna lie to you. Now I got a damn puppy, so you know, look how life works.
Yeah,
But
the good things I have around, man.
Yeah. Okay, so we usually do a weekend recap, man. So we'll start with you, man. How was your weekend? What you do?
Man, I don't even remember my weekend. My weekends go so fast.
For real?
Yeah, man. Like my days running together because I work 7 days a week. So maybe the weekend, I know I trained over the weekend pretty much like every other day. And that's really pretty much it. Train, got some sleep, chill with my family and stuff like that. But mostly a lot of just training dogs.
Life of an entrepreneur, boy.
He ain't lying.
Running around from house to house and place to place.
Ain't nothing wrong with that. Rick, what you got?
I had a very busy weekend. So, you know, your niece, she had regionals this weekend. We was in Ashburn, Virginia.
Shout out to the niece.
And baby girl, she qualified for the Junior Olympics for all 3 events.
Good long clap for that.
Yep. So she placed second in the 200, which was her best race. And she PR'd. She placed third in 100, and she placed third in long jump. So she advanced and made it to Cali. But unfortunately, we're not going to California. And so I hit her with a grown folks decision. I'm like, you can either go to California or we go on vacation. She was like, Dad, I'd rather go on vacation.
There you go.
Good job, boo.
She did right.
So yeah, we're going on vacation on Wednesday. But it was well deserved. Like, and Saturday sucked because it rained the entire day. Bro. So baby girl was out there in the rain, long jumping in the sand pit. She was running the races. She was underneath. So it was, it was me and all the girls. So I took all the girls, left wifey at home, gave her a little break or whatever. So we was cool. And then came back Sunday, picked up that new thing.
Oh shit!
Picked up that new thing, got a new truck, got a 2016 Yukon Denali. So it was time to upgrade, man. You know, I've been trying to hold off for as long as I can because I can't stand the fucking car note. I haven't had a car note in 4 years. So I got a car note now, a big car note, but it was well worth it. It was just like a little gift to myself because I do work hard as a motherfucker and I deserved it. So but other than that was it, man. They got right back to the grind, right back to got to work on Monday today, and that was it. What about you? Birthday boy?
Well, you know, since, you know, hey, relax. So birthday just passed, you know what I'm saying? Just turned the good old 37, you know what I'm saying? Getting up there.
Old as shit, boy.
I'm old out here.
Ugly boy.
Old bull, you know what I'm saying? Well, what
37 not that old, man. 37 not that old.
Nah, I feel look, I woke up the day after my birthday with a damn crook in my neck. I'm old. I woke up, I was like, yeah, I was like, oh shit. Whole day.
That's when you know you slept on the fucking pillow wrong.
Yeah. So ain't nothing. Friday was at this fool house, you know what I'm saying? Tooted up a little bit.
We was lit about
chilled out, came home. Saturday, you know, got some little cards from the kids, man. We dropped their asses off immediately. Me and the wife, we went down to this little spot. I think it's called Naria. It's a little sushi spot down in Waterfront. Good little vibe in there, man. Little vibrant colors and shit, man. You know, mixed crowd. Sushi a little expensive, but it was good though.
I don't do sushi, but
You don't like sushi?
I don't do sushi.
Shit, sushi was busting.
Bro, I've had salmon, eel, and all that. I just can't do it.
Yeah, we had one that was kind of a miss. We just had to peel whatever that shit was on the top off. But the sushi was good though. You know what I'm saying? Came home, you know what I'm saying? Tooted it up again and watched this little funny movie, went to sleep, called it a day. Man. So that's it, man. I said I wasn't gonna do nothing big for my birthday until I turned 40. When I turn 40, then I'm turn up.
It's a wrap.
You know what I'm saying?
40. You got 3
but
it's a wrap.
That's all I got though for that, man. But let's get into it, bro. Let's talk about this dog training stuff, man. What compelled you to want to be a dog trainer?
So what really compelled me, I guess, starting off when I was young, I was into dogs, but dog training wasn't like my future, you know. So, but my father did start off as a K9 officer for Glen Police Department. So I grew up around working dogs. I grew around canines. But then after a while, I kind of got away from dogs, and then I met my first training organization. And they kind of pushed me to working dogs and pet dogs. So that made me see like I can kind of get in that industry and make a living for myself eventually through that. So it's pretty much those 2 things. My father guiding me and showing me, you know, what he does with his dogs, and then meeting the first organization I was with.
Okay. So how many years is that?
So I started 2009, basically working dogs and stuff, 2009, 2010.
Okay.
So you pretty much was bred into it. No bullshit.
Yeah.
No pun intended.
Yeah,
pun intended.
Like my little sister, when she came home from the hospital, my father had a new police dog that day.
Damn.
Oh yeah, that's a lifestyle right there, boy.
Yeah, my mother ain't like it too much, but
yeah. Okay.
That's what's up.
So walk me through, man. Like you decided you was going to do this. Like walk me through, like just briefly, the steps you took to really making it official.
So the steps I took, I'm still taking those steps, but the steps I had to take was basically sit back, look at the industry around me, see what I'm actually giving to it, and figure out how I can make my own way, also make money out of it. So that's why I basically started off with like working dogs, and then that was like, man, I don't want to keep getting paid to just get beat up and bit all the time. It's not really worth it. So I figured like, okay, I'm good with pet dogs. I'm good with problem solving and figuring out issues and stuff and behavior modification. So let me kind of push more on that. And that actually became more successful for me to do. Plus, I'm not worrying about destroying my body for $1 real quick.
Okay. So you feel like this something you always wanted to do?
Nah, it wasn't. I think like my very first profession, like being a teenager wise, it was football. I really wanted to play football. I wanted to be in the NFL, stuff like that. And then boxing's like, all right, I can box, I can fight. My family has a background of being boxers and stuff. So I'm like, all right, I can do this. And then it was like, nah, let's get a trade. Like, you ain't gonna go to college. you ain't gonna get a degree in something. So I went and got a trade, and I started off as an electrician. Then I switched over to telecommunications, all like the working side of it, not like the IT or computer side. And then after a while, I was like, let me do more. And then I became a security access controller. So actually, that's why I currently still do part-time. But I'm a full-time dog trainer.
That's what's up, bro.
That's
what's up. So, question for you. So, what do you wish your younger self knew about your current profession now?
So if I can redo or talk to my younger self, I would definitely just have more content, more stuff to show the media, always recording stuff, always having footage, always covering your back of whatever you're doing with a dog so you can see the progress and show people, because in this profession, people want to see results and they want to see video footage and they want to see what you can do. They don't really just want to hear what you can do all the time.
Right. And to caveat on what you say, I think depending on your profession, it's social media and content dependent.
Hell yeah.
Right. So like me, I'm not going to sit here and say that, I'm like an expert fucking dog trainer, but I do, and I have trained my dogs very, very well, right? You've seen it. You've seen Ronan and how he acts. But I do watch, right, a lot of different dog trainer YouTube channels, right, just to see what they're saying, what they're doing. And I'm not looking at it from a training aspect of how to train my dog, but I'm also looking at it from a behavioral or mental aspect. Right. So I can understand, the way my dog thinks and stuff and so on and so forth. I'm not no expert, and I'm always in sponge mode. So I'm always in receive mode. I'm trying to, look to see what this person is doing. And that's with anything, whether it's with cooking, that's with shooting. Like that's just who I am. So profession is content and social media dependent. So something, and to me, this is just my opinion, something as like a dog trainer, they are like, no matter what you say, right? If you don't have no fucking footage to show them, they're not gonna believe shit you saying until they actually see that footage.
Or being able to like give a presentation right then.
Yeah.
So we had a lady, she came through and she came in the house and she talked to us about a half hour. And I'm like, yeah, this is good. I'm like, show me the shit. I don't even want to hear all that. So we went outside. She pulled, her dog came out and she did all the shit that she was saying. I was like, you could have just led with that. You know what I'm saying? But I mean, I get what you was, doing. She wanted to go over the price and all that. I was like, damn. But then when she showed them tricks, she showed all the shit. I said, okay. I hear what you're saying. I think her dog was only like a year and some change. So.
What kind of dog was it?
Shit, I don't know.
That's another thing. Dez, correct me if I'm wrong. Different dogs, man. Like they got every dog is fucking different. No dog is created equal, and you might have to change or tailor your training a little bit different based on the dog's personality or whatever. Because some dogs are food driven, some dogs aren't. Like my dog is not food driven whatsoever. I can fucking hold a snack or a treat in front of his face whatsoever. He might eat it, but that's not going to cause it. You know what I mean? That's not going to give him to do whatever the fuck I need to. He's more so he's big on rewards, right? Or just praise. Yeah. If I praise Ronan real good, he'll do whatever the fuck I want him to do.
Yeah, he's motivated just by you.
Yep, that's it. And that's not just because of him. That's that breed. Connie Corsos are just like that. Period. And other dog breeds are completely different.
Okay, so I got a question. We going off script. So what's your favorite and your least favorite dog to train?
That's a good question.
I really don't have a favorite dog to train or least favorite. I guess behavior wise, my least favorite dog to train are the nervous dogs, the real fear, aggressive dogs. The ones that are like dangerous to the point where we shouldn't even be training this dog no more because something is bound to happen. So it's really more on the actual behavior of the dog. Now I do see more like sometimes Rottweilers. I've had big issues with those being a lot of fear aggressive dogs because just people are just breeding them just because they look good. A lot of it has to do a lot with the mastiff breeds though. My favorite ones to train are just the highly motivated dogs, the food driven dogs, stuff like that. But I like to be challenged. So if it's too easy, it's like, okay, like you could have probably did this on your own, but I'm just gonna do it for you then.
Right.
Okay.
Do you think it's more so the actual owner and not the dog when it comes to those situations? Whether the level of difficulty when it comes to training?
Yeah, most of the time it's the owner because people aren't reading the dogs. People are just saying, well, my dog is a Cane Corso, my dog is a Plus Canary, my dog is a German Shepherd, so it's smart. It should do this or it should do that, instead of actually reading the dog as an individual and not as the breed.
Yeah. I remember when we took Ronan through his first level of obedience training, we had this lady, and first and foremost, she was telling everybody that she had a full-bred Cane Corso, and it wasn't a full-bred Cane Corso. This dog looked like a bully and a Cane Corso mix. It was short and stout, and then she was telling everybody that the dog was a year old, but it had gray hair on his face. He was like, "There's no way that this dog
10 years old, huh?
Yeah, this dog is more so like 15 rather than fucking whatever." but you can tell. Excuse me. You can tell that she was fucking that dog up at home, right? So when she was trying to get commands and stuff, like the dog was just like, Jesus.
All right, nigga. You only get two. Nigga, you only get
Shut
two.
your ass up. So you can tell she was fucking the dog up, and the dog was more so scared of her than anything. So when she was trying to give it commands, it'll really go into a submissive state and just lay there rather than actually doing the command. So it got to the point that they had to remove her from the damn. Well, I'm not gonna say that they had to remove her. Let's just say that she stopped coming.
Okay.
Because like it just wasn't working. You know what I mean? So, but no, I get it from that point.
All right. So I'm gonna ask you another question, and then I'm going off script again. I'm just giving you a fair warning. All right. So tell me about the 3 most influential people in your life and how they impact you.
So the 3 most influential people, I mean, the first I have to say my parents, really. So I'm gonna put them together in one. My mother, she played a real big role in my life as far as like how I act, how I talk, how I walk, how I do everything I do. My father built me up and made me real strong in a lot of areas that young men growing up should be in. So I kind of want to throw them together and actually hold on. Let me look at this real quick because I did write this down so I didn't forget.
Oh, that's what I'm talking about.
Homework.
That's what I'm talking about.
Like, y'all ain't gonna catch me slipping real quick. Let me see. So all right. So the other 2, I'm gonna go kind of basically just throw this off the angle, but I already took care of them. My parents, so they also always been in my corner. But 2 people that I do recognize in the industry that are influential to me, that I take a lot of notes and tips from, is my boy Rodney Hollywood. He's in Georgia. His company is called Dip Dogs in Progress. That's my homie right there. I actually met him basically like competing against him, and he like kind of kicked my ass that year. And I was like, damn. So when I started following and like getting the kind of bond with him, I was like, hey, he got a lot of good stuff he do. Close in age. He got his own thing going on, so I can possibly, you know what I'm saying, build more to what I'm doing. So so him, also my boy Steven up in Connecticut, 203 K9, man, he's making a lot of big moves. So those 2 guys, I see them as influential because they're around my age. They started from nothing and building their own stuff up and staying in their lane.
That's what's up. Shout out to them, bro.
Shout out to them, man.
That's what's up. So so in this industry, do you feel that it's easier to network with other dog trainers or is it difficult?
It's easy as hell to network with dog trainers in this industry, but networking with the right ones is important. And the old ones, the older ones that you need to network with, they not talking to you on social media. They rude, they arrogant, they all types of stuff like that. So to kind of like learn from them, you kind of gotta take a little bit of BS sometimes, or you gotta be in the right place to meet them and show them that you have something that they can help and build.
Right. Okay, so tell me something about your industry that surprised you lately.
Surprising me lately is a lot of con artists, in this stuff, man. It's 1,000,001 dog trainers now. They don't know how to read dogs. People are getting dogs and boarding them, sending them back, all types of worse conditions that they came in. People are not doing proper training on them. Then clients are coming to me, say, oh, I went to this person and we did 10 weeks of obedience training and she was dog aggressive and she's still dog aggressive. She's even worse dog aggressive now. So it's just stuff like that it's in the industry that people see what I'm doing or see what people above me are doing and be like, oh, I can do that. I seen one guy on Facebook say, man, how much it cost to get a suit? And everybody was like, about like 15, 2,000. He was like, okay, cool, because how much money you think I can make off if I get a suit? I'm like, hold on, what? Why are you buying a suit to make money? Who is your mentor? Who are you under? Who are you with? Like, why are you trying to make these type of moves just to be money motivated.
So
So
he'd get the suit and get his ass kicked by them damn
yeah.
dogs.
And then people that don't know no better, they'll go like, "Oh, my nephew trains dogs," and go to him, and then they go to him, and then they're dealing with somebody that they don't know nothing.
Yeah, I think that's every industry though. You're always going to have them motherfucking scammers,
It's
con
always
artists.
one, bro.
Like I see it. I see it in the chef industry, right? Motherfuckers who can't cook, right? So what they do is, and this is just my opinion, what I see. You got chefs who are not properly, and I'm gonna say it, they're not properly charging people, right? They're giving these people these unreal expectations when it comes to food. There's no way in fucking hell I can feed 50 fucking people for $600. That's just not gonna work, right? But then you got people who's like, well, but such and such is charging me $600 for 50 people for the same menu. Well, all right, well, if that's the case, then you might need to contact this individual, because if you do everything correctly, what a lot of people that are doing, like they're scamming, they're not charging for their time, which counts. If somebody charges you $600 for 50 people, they're only charging you for the food. They're not charging you for your time. No, none of that shit.
That shit got.
It's the same thing with the firearm industry. And then I got people that are so-called firearms instructors, right? And are so fucking negligent and dangerous. It's scary as shit when I be in the fucking gun range. I'll be sitting there looking at them, I was like, and this motherfucker is training people?
Who let him in the back door?
On how to shoot and
who
carry,
man?
And how to carry and conceal. He gonna get somebody fucked up out here. So like, I agree with you 110% on that one, man. That this like an oversaturation of
that's everything. Man.
I'm gonna say it's an oversaturation of fuck niggas in every fucking industry.
It's all it takes is a handful of niggas to see some shit that look cool, that look like it's popular, it's trending on the explore page or something. Ooh, man, you think I could do that? Shit, go on Amazon, you could get the whole kit. What Joe Bond say? You got these bitches out here getting BBLs, and then now they all of a sudden they personal trainers. Exactly,
they personal trainer. You cheated. You cheated. You got your body done, and then you doing this bullshit. Fuck out of here. Next slide. Anyway, all right. So, next question: if you were sitting next to the leading expert in your field, what would you ask them? And then, who is that leading expert?
Man, that's hard. It's really it's no really leading experts in this field. Like, it's a lot of great trainers in the pet world and the dog world, but it's like I don't see like no one at the top. You know what I'm saying? It's too many, of the greats that are at the top. So but the question was what was the question? What would I ask them?
What would you ask them? Yeah.
Really how to be great. So like it's not really a lot of questions to ask for me, because I like to visually see things. So I watch you work. I watch what you do. I watch your movement. I watch your behaviors with the dog. I'm looking at the dog, but I'm reading the person as well at the same time. And then I can ask you some questions. Why did you do this? Why did you do that? To figure out how to make myself better. But in this industry it's kind of so watered down to a certain extent. It's really hard to like look up at a lot of different people unless you really, really know them. But it's a lot of great dog trainers out here and people that are doing it good, but I don't see like one leading person of it saying like everybody just goes to this person.
Now, do you gravitate to like the Hollywood dog trainers, or do you gravitate more so to like the low-key local, but like, or not necessarily local, but like low radar, but it has a heavy impact in the industry type dog trainers? Like, what's the motherfucker, the dog whisperer motherfucker name? What's his name?
Oh, Caesar.
Was it? Yeah, Caesar. Like, do you gravitate to more Caesars, or do you gravitate to more people that were influential in your life that you mentioned earlier?
So the type of dogs he deals with, that's the type of dogs that I want to deal with. That's the type of dogs I do deal with. Dogs that have problems, dogs that need proper training. I'm not going to give my opinion on if he's a good trainer or not, but the dogs that you see on his videos, it was one video he got bit up by like a golden retriever or something.
Yeah,
it's like those type of dogs, those are the dogs that I deal with. Those are dogs that I feed my kids off of. Those are dogs I pay my bills off of. Those are dogs that I actually, when I leave, I feel like, dang, I helped these people out. When this lady is smiling and almost crying because she can actually walk her dog now,
That's what's
that
up.
makes me feel great, even though I'm getting paid for it and my time is valuable. But I also want those success stories too. I don't want to just rob somebody or get money from them and they still hate their dog. They still can't walk the dog. They're still not comfortable with the dog unless I advise you, hey, this ain't the dog for you.
Yeah, that's important.
Have you ever had to do that?
A lot of people don't understand that. Sometimes the dog is just not right for you.
Yeah.
Man, I can imagine telling somebody this. Like,
one of my clients is going through it right now, and they have a working dog, and it's supposed to be in a pet home, but it's a working dog, and they're like,
that don't mix. That does
I
not.
don't know how to
what do you
stop
mean by working dog?
Working dogs, and you could probably explain it more than I am. But working dogs are mostly like dogs that do bite work, that's smacking motherfuckers with the suits. That's doing like working dogs. You have to train them all day, 24/7. Like Malinois, you have to train them 24/7.
So it's for like police or something.
Yeah.
Okay.
So you got working dogs are all fashion. You got security dogs, you got patrol dogs, you got protection dogs, you got all types of stuff. But so when I say working dogs, these dogs are bred for a certain work. These dogs are bred for a job. They have genetics that pushes them forward to either find stuff like bombs, to either bed bugs, nose sniffing, nose work dogs, or even dogs
all that shit.
Yeah, stuff like that, or dogs that the military, the police have, or people like me, So it just all depends. And then you have your pet dogs or your show dogs and stuff like that. Dogs that are, if it's a pet dog, it should have good nerves. It should be decent, but it doesn't have to have that extra genetic or extra drive to want to go forward and destroy whatever's in front of them. If it's a ball, if it's a tug, if it's a person, they don't have that in them. So those are your pet dogs. I deal with both, but just inside the industry, I just felt like a lot of people were mixing their pets and their working dog stuff together, and it just becomes a lot of confusion and a lot of liability. So, because everybody doesn't need to have dogs that bite.
Man, you ain't lying, bro. You are not lying. So I think you probably kind of answered this earlier. But if there's any more, like, who do you consider who's your mentor, or your industry role model, and why?
Well, yeah, I have a few mentors. Starting off, the first organization I was with, that's where I got a lot of my mentors from. The head trainer from there, that was my mentor. I met one of my good friends, James Guillory. That's my mentor. He's down in Florida now, but he was up here training with dogs for a long time. And he's down in Florida with the other club that we train and breed with and stuff. Actually, hold on. I got my shirt. Stone Grove Bulldogs.
Okay.
Yeah, sure, sweet.
Yeah, that's sure sweet. That's sure sweet.
They're in Florida. They breed dogs. Yeah, they actually breed dogs just like us, but they do a little bit more like on the hog stuff. They do a lot of hog catching and everything like that.
Yeah, that's what I'm talking.
Yeah.
Hey, so I've been hog hunting, but I've never been hog hunting with dogs. So I want to go hog hunting with dogs. Reason being is because you get up close and personal. The dogs grab the hog and then you poke their ass with a fucking knife. I'm gonna buy a K-bar specifically for that fucking dog hog hunt.
What type time you
man,
on,
shut your ass up, bro. You already know what type time.
Yeah, I'm gonna send you their link. I'm gonna send you a link, and then he'll come on and do a podcast with you too if you're interested.
Because I'm actually about to try to go hog hunting, like September, October in North Carolina. I got property down there, so
that's what's up. Hey, get it done.
I'm gonna take the 308, sit in the fucking tree stand, and chill out for a minute and set some bait out because hogs are running rampant in North Carolina and South Carolina right now, so it's free range. But Florida is where it's at though. I'm trying to go fucking bow fishing in Florida too with gars.
Nigga, just send me some.
Oh yeah, you got people up here that do it.
What? Is there no gars up here though?
Right here in Fort Washington.
Do what?
Bow fish. One of my close friends. I ain't been out yet.
The bow fishing like that, but ain't no fucking gator, ain't no fucking Florida. I'm talking about like a Florida gar, like a fucking. I'm trying to go
we got
gar
northern
bow
gar.
fishing.
we got Northern Guards up here in Fort Washington.
Yeah, we do. I've
Pretty,
seen them, but I haven't caught one.
Yeah, they got you got to go night fishing with the bow up there.
Yeah, okay, yeah.
But yeah, so just those few. Who else I got? People in the area like like I was talking about like the older guys that's kind of on the internet, but if you try to like say, hey, can I mentor under you? They gonna cuss you out just because they ain't met you. Is my buddy Chico Stanford, man, the old guy. Like you might have met him or might have seen him before. He might have cussed you out involving some dogs. Like the rudest guy you will ever meet, man. But you'll learn a lot from him, really. So it's a lot of people, that I gravitated and learned from throughout the years. Hit my buddy Hill, like is all types of people. I got two Hills, so is one other Hill is we call him Jew Hill because he's Jewish. That's my buddy. So, but he like
I thought he said Drew Hill at first.
Nah,
I say,
so we got two Hills. So we was like, man, Jew Hill and Black Hill because it was getting confusing. So like people like that, like he actually was the first person like taught me how to properly play with my dog, and I didn't know how important that was for me competing with my dog on the field. So I have a lot of mentors. Like it's too many to like list because I've learned so much from all these older people that I feel like, okay, that is someone that taught me something. He mentored me. So I feel as they've been mentors in my life.
That's what's up. You're actually the first person that has a network of fucking mentors, which is fucking awesome, right? Because everybody does shit different, right? So you're learning from everybody. So and all you're doing is just formulating that shit to your own shit. So
I sponge off of everybody. I ask questions. I figure out why you're doing it. I just don't try to mirror, mimic, what I see. I try to actually know why you're doing it. If it makes sense to me. If it doesn't make sense to me, I'm still going to at least try it if I understand how to do it.
Right. Do y'all still no, this is an off the wall question. Do y'all still train at that location off the back road with the white fucking fence and all that shit with the cars and shit?
No, they just actually sold that property. So
really,
well, I mean, we've been there since 2010. But
because Tim was using that spot for a while.
That's what I'm saying.
When I had my first Connie Corso, that's where we trained Monty at. But we're at a different location now. So, but no, okay, all right. Damn, they sold that property. That was a nice little jump right there.
Yeah, it was pretty good. So we got something else in the works now that we building out, and then our other location, which is my business. Me and my buddy Nick from I Speak Dog, is in Fort Washington. Like one door down from the Harley Davidson shop.
That's where y'all actual office building is in Fort Washington.
Yeah. Okay. Like you have the Harley Davidson shop, and you walk outside the Harley Davidson shop, is one building down.
That's prime location then.
Yeah, that's a good little spot.
Yes, right there with around the corner from Martinis and stuff. It's pretty good.
Yeah,
Martinis.
Used to be things up in there.
Yeah, that 7-Eleven be lit. If I train late,
that 7-Eleven be on fire.
When you go to the gas station, I ain't going to that 7-Eleven. Martini's probably about to let out.
Yeah.
So look, I know you mentioned earlier some of the headaches you was kind of dealing with was the old head trainers and also these trainers who ain't really trainers. But are there any other like really big challenges your industry is facing, and what do you think that will be in like 10 years?
The biggest challenge I think the industry is facing is the same thing that's helping it, social media. Social media is hurting the industry a lot because people make a lot of videos that aren't good or should not be seen, and then it makes all the other trainers look bad.
Talk about it.
I know it was once a year or two ago. It was a well-known training facility, like nationwide. I'm not going to mention the name, but it's a nationwide training organization. And so it's a location in Maryland, it's a location in Virginia, it's a location in California, it's a location in New York, it's locations all over the place for this place. And they started getting videos of the trainers like beating the dogs. So that hurts because when people see that, then they like, oh, let's go back to PetSmart. Let's go back to Petco. Let's
because
go.
they don't
Let's
have the
do it
trust. They
myself.
don't have the trust in the fucking non-chain
Yeah,
dog trainers. Oh, okay, I get it.
it's something
I
recently.
think I know which company you're talking about.
Yeah, it's something recently that happened out here in the DMV with a kennel, and that hurts my business because now they see, oh, if that organization, if that facility, if that business did this to their dog, why should I trust y'all? So it's always good to have good rapport with people, reviews, you know what I'm saying? Just evidence of, hey, we're good. We're not one of the bad guys. You can trust us. We know what we're doing.
Okay. All right. So this is gonna be another question. I know you kind of answered it earlier, but I'm gonna ask you, maybe you got some extra insight. So where and how do you self-educate? I know you mentioned the mentors and soaking in information from the older cats, but you have any other ways that you gain your knowledge for your profession?
So for my profession, I just like review a lot of the videos that we go over. I remember a lot of conversations that I have with the trainers and the mentors around me. So when I do hit a problem, it's like I kind of re-educated myself on how to fix it, or I gain more knowledge because it's like, oh, like I kind of like channeled somebody else's theory to what I'm doing. It's a couple YouTube sites or YouTube channels that are helpful, like, but most of those geared to like the herders, the Belgian Malinois, the shepherds, the Dutch shepherds and stuff like that. So when you're dealing with, mainly for me, with like pet dogs, it's kind of like every dog is an individual, just like a child. You can kind of have the same curriculum, you kind of have the same, you can have the same goal, but how you get to it is going to, be the hard part, trying to figure out if this dog is this or this dog is that. So when I'm trying to deal with these issues or deal with these problems, it's like I go back, I look at the video, I might call one of my mentors, I might talk to somebody, I might talk to my team, OJ or Nick, and then they'll help me. And then I'm like, okay, cool, that was a good session that we had together. Like they're educating me all the time. So it's always best if you have people around you that you can trust and are on the same level, or I like to surround myself with people that are better than me so I can always learn. So I think that's how I'm always constantly learning, because of the team that I'm surrounded by.
That's what's up. Hey, people hear me say this shit all the time. Teamwork make the dream work.
Yeah. I salute the people that's doing it by themselves. I know it's hard, but when you got a good team, it makes it a little bit easier.
Yeah, it does. It does. So with all that, right? How do you balance life and work?
I don't. I don't, man. It's hard.
Somebody's honest. Finally,
niggas be lying. They be like, "Well,
I do this and I do that." Nah, you can't.
I just think it's okay. I know a lot of people kind of don't be wanting to admit that, because then people are like, "Well, you gotta fight." Well, sometimes it ain't time for that shit. Sometimes you gotta grind it out.
My life is 24/7 busy. I sleep about like 3-4 hours a night.
Hey, team, no sleep. Join the
club. It's ridiculous, man, because I got kids, I got a fiance, and then I got a business, and then I work part-time. So it's like my life is just, and then I got a club. So my business, my part-time, and my club, they take up most of my time. Like my fiance, like I love her, and I'm glad that she's where she's at now, because I felt like it was at a point where she was like, bro, like, what are you doing this for? Like, I still think she probably look at me sometimes
she
like,
probably look at you like, nigga, you doing too much.
Right,
fuck them dogs.
Right, exactly. So
but
she's
there for the long run. She there for the long haul though.
Yeah, balancing out life is hard. Like I said, you got kids and everything. So I try. Like today, I went to a field trip today, and I had to push back clients. I had 2-3 clients today. I had to run around, do some other stuff, run the UPS, and just all over the place. And like it's just hard. So I'm trying to balance my life because I am raising two young girls, two little girls. So I'm trying to, trying to make sure they trying, man. And my fiance understand, like, okay, later in a few years we'll be all right, but right now it's kind of like grind time right now. So let me just work until I can't work no more, and then we'll enjoy it later.
You got 2. You almost in the club. I got 3 girls. So
no, I'm out. I'm done.
He said I'm done.
He in the club with me. Nigga.
I got white flag somewhere.
Yeah, I got 3 girls, man. They running me.
I got a boy and a girl, man. I'm clipped up. I'm done. Kitchen is closed.
My daughter came and I was like, you know what? She supposed to have been a boy and she's a girl. I'm not gonna try for another boy or for a boy because it might be another girl. Then I got 3 girls in the house. Plus my fiance with 4 attitudes. 4 attitudes. I ain't never known a 2-year-old have attitudes.
I got them. Hey, look, I got them. I got them. You understand? The
attitude,
man. The body changes. I'm like, my oldest is going to high school next year. I am not ready. You understand me? I am not ready.
Yeah.
You on your own. I got some time.
That's all right.
I pray for you, bro. I pray for you, man.
Appreciate it. Please keep me in your prayers. Please keep me in your prayers.
While we're at it, just a word from our sponsors, which is just me. For my viewers, make sure y'all go. Make sure y'all go. Y'all hit that subscribe button. You know what I'm saying?
Yes,
hey, the link is in the bio. The link is in the description. Make sure you follow my good man here. His information is in there too. I just wanted to throw that in there real quick. Yeah. All right, so let's move it along. So you kind of answered like every question that we already had, but we still got to see if we can pull some more information out of you. So outside of videos and social media, is there another really good resource that you use
to learn from?
Yeah.
Well,
learn or promote or whatever, just to make the business better.
In the dog world, people have seminars, workshops. Like we usually throw like a seminar or workshop, depending on what sport we're working on, stuff like that. So getting to different workshops and different seminars, is hands-on. You're right there in front, even if you're not taking a actual spot in the working seminar or whatever. If you're just auditing and just reading, listening, just paying attention and asking questions. So that's another way I find myself learning a lot. Lately, I've been doing seminars. We had like a few seminars that I've done personally, so I haven't had a chance really to go to one in the last probably year or so. It is a seminar happening, I think, in about 2 weeks in like California, Maryland, but I won't be able to make it. So I was like, damn, like that was an opportunity I could have went and learned something. So I'm gonna try to catch the next one. So seminars definitely a big thing that I like to try to get around and get in more because that is going to give me more opportunities to learn.
Absolutely. And Scary Cats Decoys and Dog Training says, I'm here, bro.
That's my man. Hey,
man.
That's one of the hardest working men in the industry, man. And he y'all follow him like every single night, evening, day. He on his Facebook, his Instagram live, and it'd be real good discussions on there about dog training and stuff. And then like kind of late nights, it could get wild. Like family on there arguing, fighting together.
Raunchy at night, huh?
Yeah, it'd be dark. It'd be dark where we at, and it'd be broad daylight with a person who arguing on the phone. Like, where you at? In California or something? Like, it just be, So that's my boy. He been doing it for a long time. I really support him.
Shout out to him, bro. Shout out for him. Appreciate you stopping by, showing love, bro. So we appreciate you. So, next question: what is an underrated tool, that you found that's indispensable for your job?
My cell phone. I ain't know how.
That's the first.
Yeah, I'm a Galaxy guy. Galaxy.
Hey, look, you did right. Hey, look.
Nah. Don't get no goddamn
clap on that. You get the extendo clap on that, bro.
Ain't no goddamn extendo clap for that.
The Samsung Mafia out here.
I'm a Galaxy guy. But I got iPhone too. I hate iPhones. I always hated iPhones all
Shit
my
basic,
life.
dog. Basic.
How is it
shit.
basic?
We gonna table that, but it's a basic ass phone, bro.
You basic.
Hate iPhone. Hate them.
If I want to customize some shit, nigga, I ain't got to go jailbreak the phone. All this wild ass shit. You got to commit a felony and shit.
Right here.
Change the motherfucking apps up and shit.
Damn.
Nah, iPhone, I can't get with it. I don't like the GPS on iPhone. I don't like nothing about iPhone.
Google Maps for the win.
Damn. All right. So, off the wall question: if you could start a business tomorrow, different from what you're doing now, what would that business be?
That's hard right there because I don't really like doing much, but.
Come on, bro. Look. You done woke up in the morning like, damn, I probably could do that, bro. Like, you done had one of them moments, bro. We all have.
Like, I think like it would be something more of like an invention where I can just invent something and make some money off of it and then just be gone and travel somewhere and just be like, I'm out.
Shit.
You know what I'm saying? Something like that.
You try to be low key and just try to make some shit, get the fuck up out of here. That's what I'm
trying to go. But one of my first passions was being a musician, you know, so I played piano, I played keyboards. I haven't played in a long time, like in a year, maybe 2-3 years, but that's always been something that I dedicated a lot of time in my life into playing for go-go bands, playing just music. Oh man, I played for so many go-go bands. My last band that I played for with the longest was called Dream Team. I know the name. That was one of my favorites right there. But I played with so many bands. I filled in with bands. Like it's just ridiculous. So if I could, it would be like music producing, having a studio, something like that. I've grown to a point where now that I have kids. Well, before I had kids, I was like, if I do have kids, I need something to leave behind. So that's what kind of is starting to make me started pushing me more to being an entrepreneur because it's like I can my part-time job, I love that company. They're dope, you know what I'm saying? But it's like if I die tomorrow, I mean I can have a 401k, I can have all this benefits from them, but I can't leave them a piece of that company unless I have like stock in it or something. Right. You know what I'm saying? So if I pass away, my kids, my fiance, my wife, you know, my family, they can reap the benefits off of my business if I did it right.
Okay. That's last question on the script, and we're going all the way off top. We're going off the deep end after this. Would it any other occupation you would like to try?
Occupation? I mean, I can't see me just working a job no more. Like my occupation would have to be me running a business. I feel like I have enough talent and skill level where I can write my own checks. So I can't even imagine like trying to get an occupation right now. Maybe if I wanted to like,
I don't mean as far as working for something. I mean it can tie into the last question, but it's just like just another profession.
I'll go back to my young days. I'll be a boxer.
Okay.
Yeah, I'll actually train and try to get there. I probably wouldn't make it, but I would actually try to put my work in and try to get there because the background that I had from that was pretty good. So, but that's just a area where I think it's just going to be a lot of more wear and tear on my body than working dogs.
Shit, you go to UFC, man. Is anybody world, and all you gotta do is win once. Shit.
Yeah, I love that. Shit, I love that type of stuff.
I'm into that shit. Heavy.
Okay.
Heavy.
All right. So look, we don't have no more questions, but I got some questions for you. Goddamn it, I got a couple.
That's cool.
All right. That's cool. So I got a puppy.
Mm-hmm.
It goes by the name of Nugget. I just found out today the only reason why he got that name is because the aftercare my daughter used to go to, their dog's name is Nugget. So I'm like, I was always wondering, like, where you come up with this? And then I saw her walking earlier. She was like, "Oh, this is Big Nugget." It's like, huh?
Big Nugget.
She's like, "Yeah, this is my dog." I was like, "You got to be shitting me."
Big
so the name might get changed. It ain't too late. So I got a pit bully.
Okay.
I got it. The dad was a bully and the mom was a pit. And I got him at 7 weeks, brindle color, beautiful dog. But he just be in shit, man. He be in shit. So he 10 weeks as of today. And I think a couple of issues that I'm running into is, number one, we're not on the same page in the house. You know what I'm saying? So me, I'm more I'm the authority in here because I just kind of need to make sure things in order when I'm not here. So kind of when I hit the room, you know what I'm saying? He's really happy to see me. You know what I'm saying? He want to go outside. I take him out, he do his thing. But after a while, after you kind of get nibbling, I'm like, hey, drop it, drop it, drop it. At that point, whenever I hit the room, he's just laying down immediately. You know what I'm saying? Because he thinks that he's in trouble. So I'm kind of trying to like let him know, like, yeah, no, I still love you, but I just need you to calm the fuck down. So that's one issue. The second issue is the leash training. So I'm using the choker. You know what I'm saying? It's not a chain when it's like a rope joint. You know what I'm saying? You can set it to however tight. I don't even have it tight, huh?
Slip lead.
Yeah. Just the non-chain. That's what I'm gonna call it. I use that. I take him out, he do his thing. Try to take him on the side of the house so he's not fucking the grass up. And sometimes, man, he just eating the mulch. You know what I'm saying? Eating mulch. So I'm spending 10 minutes. Spit it out, biting my hand. But then just the lot of nibbling on the kids. Specifically my son. So my son is like, stop, to the point where I got to kind of come in, and I'm just like, well, what can be done? So I don't want to keep having to interject. Like, he needs to be able to kind of handle that on his own. You know what I'm saying?
How old is your son?
My son about to be 12.
Well, okay. So you said the puppy is 10 weeks?
Yeah, 10 weeks as of today.
So everyone gotta be on the same page with this dog in the house. So if you're doing one thing and the kids are doing another thing, or if you're doing one thing and your wife is doing something different with the dog, he's gonna pick up and know who he can get away with stuff with.
And that's exactly what he's doing. That's
Yeah,
exactly what he's doing.
y'all gotta all get on the same page in the house and balance out what the dog is doing in the house and how you're correcting the dog. You also have to create barriers in the house for this dog, and barriers between you and the dog. So if the dog is invading your space, jumping up on you, going crazy and biting and nipping, you have to start creating some barriers if you want that to stop. Puppies, they when they're young, they don't really understand, just like a baby. So you gotta kind of, depends on how fast you want to move them along. With me, I just let them do whatever. Like, my puppy is 5 months now. I think he's 5 months, and he hasn't bit my leg in probably like a month and a half. And then for some reason today, before I came in here, man, he was tearing the back of my calf muscle up. You know what I'm saying? So now I'm at the point where, like, oh, hell nah, you getting corrected. And I'm like, I'm choking him off my leg. He got a full calf muscle. And I'm like, no. I'm like, no. And I put him right in the crate, because I'm like, nah, you're not about to, I'm not gonna chew for it no more. We started off doing that. It was fun. It was cute. You got a nice grip. Okay, now you got real teeth coming through now. So we're not doing that. So you got to kind of create the barriers. If the dog is messing up in the house, man, just crate him. Give him some short amount of times to being out. Don't let him have a overextended amount of time. Block them off in areas and stuff like that. Also teach your son, or allow your son to put the dog in like situations where he has to correct them, where he has to teach them. You don't want it to just be just random and you're not prepared. So what I do is I like to set the dog up. I'm like, okay, come on, up, jump, or whatever, stuff like that. And then once the dog does it, I correct the dog, and I tell him no. And then I do it again. Hey, come here. And the dog either jumps up again or he sits. If he jumps up again, I correct again. If he sits, then I say, oh, good. Then I pet him. And then the dog says, hold on. Like, oh, I was supposed to just sit and not get corrected. But you do need to implement some type of correction to these dogs, because they have to know what's right from wrong, what they can do and what they can't do. So if you're just giving them treats, giving them love all the time, and then when they're doing something wrong, you're saying, no, stop that, no, they don't understand what that is. They looking at you like, oh, you yelling, you crazy. You know, like
yeah. That's
what they
exactly how he
think.
look at me. He'll
Yeah,
hit
they're
the
like,
room,
man,
he'll
what
look
the
at me,
hell?
he'll be like,
Yeah, you go to a baby
just
and
lay
start
down.
yelling. The baby ain't going like my 2-year-old. If I yell at her, she understand now. But a year ago, she was like, the hell, she might cry or she might just stare at me, but she's not going to understand my communication at the time.
Yeah. So you got that, and so my daughter, and granted, my daughter's sick, so I'm just kind of just saying it is what it is for now. So what she does is she only want to play with the dog when he's tired.
Yeah.
So once he turning down, he kind of just like a baby, they just getting in the shit just to get in the shit. Like, I'm really tired, but you're gonna have to make me go to sleep type deal. So she wait till he land out. So what I do is, this is just kind of how me and him got cool. I'll sit on the floor. And you know what I'm saying? He'll come and he'll just start, he'll crawl behind me a couple of times and then he'll lay down. And then he'll go to sleep. You know what I'm saying? He'll be sleep. I'll put him in the cage. You know what I mean? There's some instances he's just going in because it's late. She'll see he's down and then be, oh, I'm gonna pet him. I'll be like, leave him alone, bro. Or she'll wait till
let
he's
him
in the
chill.
cage. I'm like, let him chill. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And so back to the leash. So I'm trying to get past like the pulling, me pulling and him pulling. So he don't want to move. I'm like, come on, man, we got to do our thing. But it's like when we like down the street and, people looking out their windows and I'm just like, come on, man. I'm like, I don't want to keep pulling on your neck, but like, you got him, you know what I'm saying? We got to go back to the house, you know what I'm saying? Or when he sees the house, he knows we close. Now he's running and he's trying to pull me. And I'm like, well, you're not pulling me. So any way I could mitigate that, or is that just going to come with time?
What I like to do is take food with me on my walk. So I take some type of treat, some type of reward with me. And if I want the dog to stay, sorry, I want the dog to stay to my left, and I'll feed the dog from my left side all the time when I'm walking. The dog looks up at me and he's on my side. Good boy, good heel, stuff like that. If he tries to dart off and go forward, I'll give him some type of correction, nudge back. If he's stopping and like trying to stay behind me and don't want to walk no more, I'll bring the food down and try to, get the dog motivated to come forward and keep walking. Also, I will probably, if depending on how long you're walking with him, if it's a long, yeah, I was about to say if you feel like he's walking good to a certain point and then he's like, nah, I don't walk no more, just cut it down a little bit. Like, find out the little gray area where he's doing good before it gets bad, and then turn back around and go to the house, and then start adding more distance on it every day as you go.
And that's pretty much what we were doing. Like, initially, we would just go to like the stop sign. So you're talking maybe 50 yards or something. You know what I'm saying? From my house to the stop sign. Some days he'll do it. Some days he won't. And I'm just like, I mean, I know when it's warm, we try not to have him in the heat too long, you know what I'm saying? But at night, it's like, it's nighttime. So let's go ahead and get a little walk in. And some days he just don't want to do it. You know what I mean? He just kind of be in a mind of his own. But I'm just like, well, maybe he's tired, but we don't really have too much of a backyard. So it's like, this is where you're gonna be getting your walks in. But I mean, I guess it'll come over time. But no, I don't really because I mean, he'll just be like, yeah, I'm choking myself, but I'm not gonna stop. I'm like
10 weeks, they give up on walking real quick, man. My daughter, when she started walking, I thought she'd never want to be carried, and then we'll just go to the mall and she's like, I'm like, girl, I thought you was just walking for like 3 days straight. No problem. Now you want me to carry you? So same thing with the dog. They might give you some walking. They might be like, you know what? Nah, come get me. It's like, really, bro? We like, the house is right there. You know what I'm saying? So, but yeah, just practicing with the leash, walking them, having a leash on them in the house, walking in circles around the couch, stopping, getting him to sit, stuff like that. Just getting them more motivated to want to walk with you and be with you is going to be what's going to help.
Okay. Two more. So what's your theory on the shock collars? How young is too young?
So it depends. I ain't gonna say how young is too young. I just don't prefer to put them on my puppies before 6 to 8 months. My personal dogs, you don't get a e-collar until around 8 months. Now I do have a lot of pet clients, and they have some dogs that like they can't do nothing with. A lot of my clients are females, and then they have like Rottweilers, Cane Corsos, and like the dog kicks up and drive. The dogs can be good dogs, but then if something happens, like if my dog is growling and going, which he doesn't, but if my dog's growling and going crazy at their dog, that can trigger their dog. And then now they're like, oh my gosh, like, what am I supposed to do? So I do recommend, especially them after they're done the training, to understand how to correct their dogs without the e-collar. Then we go into using e-collars. Anybody that wants to do off leash stuff, long distance stuff, off leash, keeping dogs
are important doing that stuff.
Yeah, that's yeah. You was just doing
you see my video with Rona? Yeah.
With the
but it works though.
That was the dog, the 1900S you was rapping into. Was you on your
yeah. Hit the dog the John. Yeah, the collar. Only dog. Hey, look, only official dog trainers will recognize that Dogger e-collar remote.
Dogger 1900S. That's exactly what it was.
Yeah, it was. Hey, I laughed my ass off when you commented on that joke. But I use it because I have it because with my breeder and my dog trainer, we use them in the first obedience class, but then we more so use it in the intermediate when we do off leash and silent commands.
Yeah, so you need
right now I have my dog with his commands are in a different language, but then also I have silent commands and I got Japanese, and we have hand signals now. But then Ronan's about to start going into bite work soon. So
oh wow.
Yeah, that switch about to get turned on.
So you got some comments. Top Notch Kennels 216 said, "What's up?" Evie Matthews said, "Been here to support one of my boys. So glad he didn't say he hates working with herders." Adam G.
I hate working with
Jabot. I'm sorry if I jacked your name up. Adam said, "What's up?" Jeffrey Edwards says, "My man Des, he really loves them herders." And you have a question from Humble Greek says, "How do you as a trainer identify fear, anxiety, or stress during training?"
So you gotta read the dog. The dog is gonna give you a lot of the signs that you need to see, that you need to understand. Ears straight back, eyes wide open, lips kind of curled back, body tense, hair sticking up, tail straight down or stiff or tucked. Those are all the signs of showing don't touch that dog. Like that dog gonna bite you, or that dog gonna poop, or that dog gonna run. Those are three things that's gonna happen. But then when you see, but like I deal with those dogs a lot, and then when I'm letting them know, like, hey, the dog is this and that, like dog's having issues right now. But I let them understand that they need to read the dog at this point. So when you see those issues, when you see the dog take a deep breath, when you see the dog yawn, when you see the dog just go shake like this, when you see the dog repositions and lay down on their side, that's all things that the dog is doing to relieve stress. You know what I'm saying? So when you see those behaviors happen, it could have been a dog that was real stressed out, anxiety, nerves, fear, whatever like that. And when you see those behaviors, any of those type of behaviors, and okay, we might be able to get somewhere now. We might be able to do something past the point where we was already at because of the dog isn't so stressed out at the time.
Okay.
So you definitely gotta read. Reading dogs is like 98% of this job, like pets or working dogs. If you can't read a dog, you should not be in a suit. You should not be taking money for pet obedience. You should not be boarding dogs. You should not be doing that unless you're just doing it for a friend, like doing it for fun or something like that. Like you can, go ahead, like see if you can get it done, but don't try to call yourself a professional. Don't try to do it as a profession if you can't read a dog.
Okay. So my last question for you, from me, is how old does a puppy need to be to come to your training?
I usually start off at 3 months and up. Usually people get their dogs at like 8 weeks old. So I tell them, get the dog, let it like get comfortable, like learn the dog a little bit before you just bring him straight to me, because within you get the dog at 8 weeks and then you come out when the dog 4 weeks later, you might not like the dog at that point. You might, you know what I'm saying? You might be like, you know what, this ain't the dog for me. Or you might be like, you know, I've seen a lot of things that I dislike about this dog. And now we have a better, you know, saying idea and a picture to paint from at that point, instead of just getting a dog and then just bringing them straight to obedience class at 8 weeks old or 10 weeks old. The dog isn't going to really learn much. It's going to kind of be like a waste of time. That's why I like to work with dogs that are 10 weeks. I mean, 3 months and up. I do get a lot of board and training dogs, like young puppies, and saying, well, I got the dog at 8 weeks and I don't want him to poop or pee in the house. I want to be housebroken. I'm like, all right, well, 4 weeks, we might be good, you know. So I will take a dog in at 8 weeks or 10 weeks old to housebreaking and training and stuff like that. But to say that you give me a dog at 8 weeks and 4 weeks from now he's gonna come back and no sit down, come and all that, that ain't happening.
Well, my man
I
do
wouldn't
sit
try
man
to do
say
that.
it.
Some dogs they can't. It is possible, but I don't want to rush that in a young dog. It's not, you know what I'm saying? It's like rushing a baby to speak, and then the baby speaking, but they don't really know what he's saying.
Yeah.
The baby is saying all types of cuss words. The baby don't know what's wrong. So you know what I'm saying?
bitch.
Exactly. What's going off the chain? So it's like, so with puppies, they're the same thing. You know, you can teach them things, but do they really know what they're doing? They don't have the mind matured enough to understand, like, okay, and if they do something wrong, how you gonna correct them? What you gonna do to the little 8-week-old, 10-week-old puppy? You gonna bang him with an e-collar? You gonna bang him with a choker? You gonna, you know what I'm saying? It's not really right. So I like to let them mature a little bit.
That's what's up.
Okay. Well, yeah, that's definitely something I'm gonna have to be looking at down, you know, soon, because again, this is just for the comfort of when I'm not home. You know what I'm saying? When I'm here, we good. When I'm not, then I be, oh, your dog, he in the cage. And I'm like, all day? You know what I'm saying? We'll take him out and all that. So
I get a phone call talking about, how do I get your dog to stop licking yourself? I'm like, oh my God, it's not that
your
bad.
dog. I mean, that's his thing. Hey, look, I don't bother when he grooming himself or he playing with he chewing his little chew toys. I don't bother him. I let him do his thing. You know what I'm saying?
My
It just
fiance
be when he
hate it.
be getting into shit.
Nah, she hated it. She's like, I can't stand it. That's so nasty. Why do they do that? Why do they?
That shit be loud. That shit is
it
loud.
do be kind of annoying.
That shit, all you hear is
he do be going off.
Yeah, but I'm used to it. So if I'm laying down,
I'm used to it too. But that shit do be loud though.
I hear it in the next room. I used to be like, Diamond, quiet, or Bronzy, quiet, or Paul, whoever. I just yell out, and then they'll stop, and then I'll go back to sleep. But she get like full offended, like you just called her the N word. She's like, why do they do that? I'm like,
that's funny. That is funny.
Okay, so be mad when I get off of here.
So we don't have no more questions for you, man.
I got a couple.
You got a couple? Okay, back up. My bad.
So other than the obedience training, what other services do you offer?
Okay, good one.
So my obedience and behavior modification is my business. That's K9 ProSolutions, and that's what I also run with my buddy Nick, I Speed Dog. We're like together conjoined. That's where we run our facility in Fort Washington. Okay. Now, the Misfit K9, that is my club, my organization, my stuff that, I mean, I can make money off of it, but I choose not really to make money off of it. I don't like advertising. Hey, bike work for X amount of dollars. Come holler at me this weekend.
Yeah, you gotta be the owner has to be in tuned to do some shit like that. You just don't want to teach that to everybody. So no, I get it.
That is like now. So people, they try to come out and they want to learn bike work and just do it on their own. People come out, they want to get their dog. Like a guy will message me like, yeah, how much it costs to get my dog to train to go? I'm like, to go? What you mean? Like, yeah, I want him TTG. I'm like,
nah, bro, you good.
I'm like,
get back to you,
dog. Like, man, I should either open this. But it'll be some cool people. They just don't really know, you know what I'm saying? So they're like, product of the environment sometimes. So, and I understand that, because I didn't grow up like the best kid ever. So you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So I understand to a certain extent when you see something like, damn, that dog just jumped through a window and bit a dude in a forearm. Damn, with my dog like that. I understand that, but it's not a good practice and a good business for me to just take everybody to come in and be like, because that dog can end up on the news, and you posted a video of me working your dog and Instagram, and now I'm in a court case. You know what I'm saying? And now my business is in jeopardy. That's why Misfit K9 and K9 ProSolutions and IC Dog is separate from working dogs. That's pet and behavior modification. But when we come to the Misfit stuff, that's what we do. We have security dogs. We do narcotics. I think Nick does ammunition as well. I forget. I know he does narcotics. We do agility. A few of our club members are doing agility right now. I've done dock dive. I practice in dock diving, and I should be going back on a few. So with Misfit K9, like we kind of like push to everything that we can do, and of course bite work. But like I said, that's the stuff that I enjoy getting bit by dogs like all the time. Like my arm is destroyed, man. But you gotta have a passion for it, and I definitely enjoy it. But that's why I don't try to make money off of it.
Okay. Do y'all got like dog food? Do y'all do boarding? Do y'all got fucking a fucking spa, some shit? Like what else y'all got?
So at our facility, we do sell dog food. We sell K9 Craven. We sell Blue Ridge beef. We have a whole bunch of other different things that we sell in there. We dog leashes. A lot of our equipment comes from one of our homies that's in Florida. Lady, she has like all the best biothane. You use biothane for your dogs? Use biothane leashes or use leather leashes?
I got a 3-point leather leash.
Yeah. So biothane is similar to leather, but it's like plastic type rubber. Is the biothane. If you leave that biothane outside in the mud for 3 weeks, all you gotta do is come back out, wipe it off, clean it off, and then use it again. Your leather, if you leave that outside, it's gonna get hard and it's gonna look like
it's
weird.
Gonna turn into brittle. Yeah, it's about time for me to almost get. So I might come past the
we get our stuff
and get a leash because Ronan, we was out in the rain like one day and we was just working probably for like a couple hours, man, and then that leather leash and that rain just turned into fucking.
I'm gonna show you now. I got one right here.
All your people wasn't pulled up in here for you. Daniel Booker said, "Gang."
They try to come. They came late to the party.
It's okay. Look, it's okay. It's okay. They here. You actually got a question too. Whenever you're ready.
These about thin leashes like this. Where my camera at? Like this. It's like a rubber type plastic thing. But like I said, the lady Sandy from K9 Developmental Center in Florida, she's a beast with this equipment. So that's who we get all our stuff from, and that's our shop.
My leather 3-point is actually starting to rip. So I'm gonna come holler at you when I get back from my vacation.
Yeah, we got you. Hold on, plugging this phone in real quick. You said it's a question?
Yeah, you got a question in here. Capital Creek says, what do you tell a client with a working dog, bred dog that tries to house the dog, lap dog / pet?
Oh, so working dog is a pet dog.
Yeah, trying to make working dog as a pet dog. I think you spoke on this earlier.
I mean, shoot, we've had a lot of pet people transfer over from working dogs. A few of my club members came from just being pet people. One of our funniest club members, Elijah, he came as a straight up pet client with a dog that was bred in Philly, I think. His family's in Philly, and the dog looked like a German pointer. It was a pit bull bully, but it got like freckles, like kind of like my dog, like little spots all over. And he came out just for obedience. And then one day we did an eval on the dog, and the dog was a monster, and the dog was a monster ever since then. And he transferred. He's one of our club members now. He transferred over. The dog actually died from, I think, heat stroke. So rest in peace, Draco. But other than that, like I mean, it's not a hard thing to do, but you really gotta kind of be dedicated and really in it for the right things, not just because you know you want to look good on social media, you want to have videos, you want to take over and reinvent the wheel.
Okay.
I think so. My last question. So, do you guys plan on expanding on some of your services that you have currently, other than, obedience training, behavioral modification, and working dogs and stuff like that? So, do you guys plan on expanding the business?
Yes, we do. So also we do grooming. Nick, one of our other trainers and one of the business owners, he actually is one of our is the only groomer we have. So he grooms dogs about 7 days a week. On top of trying to be a food distributor, behavior modification, obedience, and also just trying to get out more and do like seminars and workshops for the pet side, not just the working side. Because a lot of our all of our seminars or workshops have been geared to working dogs, getting bit by them, getting bit in the leg, bit in the forearm, bit in the bicep. Like, you know, that's cool.
Bit in the face.
Yeah, bit in the face. Well, that ain't happened at a seminar, but yeah, I mean, it happens. So luckily, hopefully it just happens to the right people that don't run and be like, oh my God, news station, look what happened to me with this dangerous dog. You know, because some of these people be weak out here that train dogs. So a lot of people, I've seen guys in full bite suits and get bit like on the wrist and scream. And the dog is biting this on the wrist and, get him, he's close to my hand. It's like, because hey, I got bit in the face and you screaming and he biting the suit. So it's not really it's not really for everybody.
Yeah, it's not. Yeah, but that's all the questions I have. I guess the final question for you is, do you have any questions for us?
Yeah, I do got a few questions for you. So you still doing dinners? You still chefing up?
Yeah, so I'm still doing the personal chef thing, man. So what you need? What you got? What you need?
Yeah, man, I'm a holler back at you, and I gotta reset things up. I was going with you, going to get you that one time, and then a lot of stuff got mixed up, and I think I got mad. I think I got mad at my fiance. I don't know, but I'm a.
It'd be like that. It'd be like that. It happens.
Get this dinner. You know how much I was about to pay on this goddamn dinner for? Get this dinner right now. So, but yeah, that's mad love right there, because I cook a lot too. So I hate spending money on food that I know I can cook 10 times better. So when I be seeing yours, I'm like, yeah, that's dope. Like, oh yeah, I'm about to try that out. So definitely,
just holler at me. We get offline, bro. Just holler at me. I take
definitely. And I know your business went boosted with the Maryland changing its laws lately.
Oh, my inbox is full. Like my class, I got a Maryland wear and carry class in the end of August, and I posted that a couple days ago. Like in the first 2-3 hours, man, I had like 5 or 6 people sign up. Like in the first.
Yeah, one of my club members actually today is actually my barber. He said, man, I need a class, and I was like, well, let me reach out to a few people, and I told him I'm doing a podcast with a guy to do it. And I was like, then one of my other clients do it. So I was like, let me reach out and see. I said, but everybody might be full right now. So you might have to get whatever.
So I'm doing full disclosure, right? So everybody that's watching, everybody that's paying attention, right? So yes, I am a Maryland firearms instructor. July 5th, the Governor Larry Hogan changed and pretty much suspended the good and substantial reason for you to obtain a wear and carry. So everybody's flooding, right, to get their wear and carry permit right now. Me personally, and this is just how I operate, it's just like phones, right? The new phones come out, the first batch of phones are shit. So you wait like a month or for that second batch to come out, so you have a phone that have no issues. I'm doing the same thing with my classes. That's why I'm doing it at the end of August, because what's happening is, yes, they changed the law, but all the background shit has to happen. Yeah. They have to update their systems. They have to update their applications. Not only if they're changing the shit in Maryland, which means what also means is all the neighboring states, right? They have to relook their reciprocity laws and shit too. So now, since Maryland is switching from a may issue state to a shall issue state, a lot more states should accept Maryland wear and carry permits. So, and then on top of that, since everybody's flooding the Maryland State Police and they still haven't updated their database, it's going to be a fucking backlog, right? So, I'm just telling people, just be a little bit patient. Let them get their kinks and shit out first, and then they can come in, and then I'll have my class, the 2-day class, because it's a 16-hour class, the 27th, 28th of August, and you can do it from there. So that's why I set mine to the date that it is, just so the Maryland State Police can go ahead and get their kinks and shit out first. But with my class, you get everything, fingerprints included. So and then we'll have a US expire. Yeah, see, you bullshit. So you're gonna have to get them again. So I got a USCCA representative coming. He's going to actually talk about the carry and conceal insurance and so on and so forth. We're going to go over the mindset, when
that's what I need to talk to you about. I need to get some information about this insurance situation.
Yeah, just rap with me. I got you.
Yeah.
We're going to talk about mindset, when it's authorized to use lethal force, so on and so forth. So it's going to be a good class, 2 days. The first day is all classroom shit, which sucks, but the second day is all shooting for the most part, and then you take your test and you get your qualification. So that was my snipe training plug. So if anybody's interested in firearm training in your Maryland carry and conceal, get your Maryland HQL, please reach out to me. All the social media stuff is linked in everything that we post. And then please feel free to reach out to me. And if it's anybody that your folks that reach out to me, just tell them, they're like, hey, Dez referred me to me, and I'll make sure I take care of them for you.
Yeah. Okay, cool. Yeah, I know I got two of my personal guys from my club that'll be contacting you. All right. You still you said Gundry?
Yeah, so all the classes are gonna be at Gundry.
I still haven't been there.
Man, you missing out, bro. You missing out.
That place is dope.
Gundry is like the best. Gundry is the best indoor Maryland gun range in the state. Outside of Machine Gun Nest, and the only reason why I say Machine Gun Nest is up there with Gundry, because Machine Gun Nest, you can go in there and rent and shoot automatic weapons from a fucking 50 cal to a P90 to a 249. That's in Frederick, Maryland.
Oh,
yeah, I'm going up there soon, so I had some footage from that. But Gundry is still the best. And then I also found a nice outdoor range in Indian Head by a guy named AKA Gunsmoke, AKA G Rambo. Real cool brother. It's his own property. And I posted a video not too long ago on my social media. A little ritual that I do for myself. I go to the gun range on Father's Day. So whether I'm solo dolo and I got friends and family with me, you definitely gonna see me at the gun range on Father's Day. So his range was brought to my attention. I like shooting outside. I like shooting steel. I brought every fucking gun that I own out there. And I went to work for 2 hours and I had fun, man. So I do everything from basic to advanced pistol, rifle, shotgun training, man. So whoever's interested, just reach out to me. We can get it in.
Yeah, I'm definitely gonna link with you, because I haven't shot probably since last summer.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, probably I think last time I shot was that little 22 that I just got from I forgot the FFL store, the people that you know.
Oh, South County.
Corner. Yeah, that's the last time I shot, when I got my 22 from them. But other than that,
shout out to Brandon and Jamal, South County.
Oh, they real cool, man.
They real cool people, local business, local black business, right? So I don't fuck with nobody else but them, bro. I send everybody to them. I buy all. I
never even knew about them.
Yeah, you would never know because it's in the corner, but it's in the cut. But those are the best places to deal with. So if anybody ever wants to,
I went in there and they handed me your business card. I'm like,
Yep. I'm telling you, that's family right there. I'm telling you, that's family right there. But that's what's up, bro. That's what's up. Any other questions you got?
Nah, man. I think that's pretty much it. I think I don't have anything else.
Hey, man. First and foremost, I appreciate you, man, coming through and stopping by and shedding some light on your industry, sharing your story with our viewers and your folks that you brought in here, man. It was a very, very dope interview. We was glad to have you on. It was definitely truly an honor, man. We definitely, one of the biggest things that we try to do in the show, man, is not only just talk to people that's, local to our area, and, that's from this area, but then we'll also try to highlight our young entrepreneurs, man. So, big up to you. Hopefully big success with you in the future, man. And then anything we can do to support, please let us know. Whatever events that you got coming up, please let us know. Shout us out. We'll try to come out there and, try to highlight what the fuck you got going on. I'm definitely going to come holler at you when I get back from my vacation, because I definitely need a new leash. And if I would have known that y'all fucking did grooming, I would have definitely brought my fucking dog by now.
Yeah.
But I take my dog to Rocky Gorge because that's where his vet shit is. But they're always booked. They're always booked and shit, man. So like I had to pull some fucking teeth for him to get boarding for this week.
Man.
But no, we'll wrap it up.
Man, I had to use them for emergency vet. They was a lifesaver.
Yeah.
But it was like 10 o'clock at night, and I was like, I gotta get this out to emergency vet.
No, but they're legit, man. Like I don't. If somebody asks me about any type of vet, the first thing I'm gonna tell them is Rocky Gorge, because I had my first Connie Corso before he died, man. I had a similar situation. I think that motherfucker had a heat stroke, bro. I took his ass to the dog park, man, Bowie, and we was chilling, and he was panting like really, really fucking hard in the fucking car. And then once we got back to the house, he started stumbling and shit once we got out. So I was like, what the fuck? I felt his ears were fucking hot as shit. So I fucking grabbed the water hosed him down, trying to cool him down. And then I was just like, man, fuck that. I got to take his ass to the fucking hospital. Fucking put his ass in the fucking whip. Beelines of fucking the emergency room, man. They took care of him, got his shit together. He was good. His motherfucking temperature was like 103 or some shit like that. And that's because I didn't understand, how Connie Corsos, how their body temperature is different from normal shit, because due to the fact that they're so big, like their body temperature is 10 degrees higher than what the fucking the air temperature. So if it's 70 degrees outside, they're 80. You know what I mean? So he was running around at the dog party. He kind of like overworked himself, but they got him together. They gave me a fat ass fucking bill, but they
Rocky Gorge will bust your head, boy. I was like, damn, what had some pet insurance.
Hey, man, I'm telling you. So pet insurance is a fucking thing. People think that shit is bullshit. Pet insurance is a fucking thing.
I spent a lot of money on Brownsy.
Rocky Gorge would definitely get you out the way, and I would definitely recommend them for everybody, because they're a one-stop shop, man. You get your medication from there, you get the dog boarding, the fucking the grooming, and you get the vet shit. So it's definitely a one-stop shop.
Listen to this. Hey, Good Life 8 says rubbing alcohol will help dogs that are having a heat emergency.
Put it on their pads.
Oh, put it on their pads? Oh, okay, yeah. I didn't know that. At the time, the first thing I thought was water. It was cold ass water.
That can actually make them go into shock if you hit them with too much water.
Yeah, if it's too cold. Yeah. So I'm hip, because trust me, I done fucking had soldiers and shit going to fucking heat stroke. And fucking, yeah. So no, I was hip. It was next time, but it was cooler than what the fuck it is. But he got it together though. This was like 4 or 5 years ago.
I met this one guy. He said he. Sorry for anybody who's watching, but he said he stick the water hose up the dog ass.
And let me tell you something. Full disclosure. In the military, I don't give a fuck who you is, and you've probably heard it. If a motherfucker is dehydrated, the quickest way to rehydrate somebody is sticking an IV in their ass. Yeah. Sorry.
An IV?
An IV.
Yeah.
You're not sticking the needle in their ass. You're just sticking the fucking tube in their ass.
Oh, okay.
I'd have seen it.
I've seen it. I've had to fucking do it. So,
I ain't never.
Not to myself, but to somebody else.
But your ass will be right back up. You'll be right back up and embarrassed.
Yep, in 2 minutes.
You plop right up.
And then you like, damn, you got that motherfucker stick that IV in your
like,
ass.
Shit, I ain't got no heat stroke no more. Shit, fuck it.
Now I gotta ask one of my Navy buddy. I gotta ask him about this now.
They might like it.
They'll tell you. They'll be like, man, look, sometimes you gotta do what you
I'm like, man, this shit's true.
Pass the fuck out here.
But no, that's what's up, man. I appreciate you coming through again, man. Go ahead and let everybody know where they can find you, bro.
All right, thanks for y'all tuning in. Y'all can follow me and my organization, my club, my business, everything on Instagram. I'll go my club first. Instagram and TikTok and Facebook, Misfit K9. Misfit K9, MISFIT K9. My business, me and my partner Nick, you can follow us at K9 ProSolutions on Instagram, K9 ProSolutions on Facebook. I Speak Dog on Instagram, I Speak Dog on Facebook. You can follow, and it's with 2 G's at the end. 2 G's for the I Speak Dog. So you follow any of those pages, you'll see me, you'll see my business partners, you'll see my trainers, you'll see the guys that we have that are hopefully will be taking my place one day, so I ain't gotta keep getting in the suit all the time. But that will probably never happen. I'll probably be 80 years old still jumping in the suit. But yeah, so but y'all be able to follow that. Anything we got going on, whatever we're doing with our facility, we always have events every year. Besides this year, we're cut off for the rest of the year. But we usually have a big cookout every year. We usually have a personal protection competition every year. Usually have a seminar. We usually have something going on every year. But this year, we're going to chill. So y'all get updates on anything we're doing. On top of the breedings that we have, we're not public breeders, but we do have some breeders that we will be getting out to the public. But the breedings, everything will be under there.
That's what's up.
Okay. Before we go, since you slipping, I got a dad joke. You out here slipping. You out here slipping.
I'm not slipping, but jeez. Okay. Oh Lord. Okay.
What do you call a zombie's butt?
A zombie's butt?
Dead ass.
Hey,
that was a good one.
I'm gonna use that.
That was a good one. Yeah,
normally, I saw it on TikTok and I was like, ooh, if he slip, I'm gonna hit him with it. If he slip,
I normally have dad jokes. I ain't had no dad joke today, but that was a good one. Dead ass. That was a good one. That was a good one.
I got a headache. Shit. All right. Again, man. Hey, look. We want to thank you for fucking with us tonight, man. It was a really good interview. We got an hour and 40 minutes of good shit.
Yes, sir.
We're going to dress it up. The YouTube is out now. The audio will drop at midnight tomorrow. Again, we appreciate you. For all our viewers, our listeners, we'll see you all next week, same time, Monday, 8 to 8:30 p.m. Captain out.
Yeah.